For years, Hytale felt like a ghost. A game that once promised to challenge the biggest sandbox worlds on Earth simply vanished. No updates, no gameplay, no clear future, just silence. Fans argued, theorized, and slowly began to accept a painful idea that Hytale 8 might never return. But what happened behind closed doors during those missing years is far more shocking than anyone imagined. And now, after everything, it's finally coming back. But not in the way people expected. At its peak, Hytale wasn't just another game announcement, it was a movement. Millions watched the reveal. Content creators built entire channels around speculation alone. Fans called it the next evolution of creativity games. Then the delays began. Months passed, then years, and with every year of silence, the theories grew darker. Some believed internal conflicts had torn the project apart. Others claimed corporate control had turned development into a nightmare. Rumors suggested the original vision was lost entirely. No one knew what was true, only that hope was fading fast. And that's when everything flipped. Behind the scenes, something extreme happened. After once losing control of the project, the original founders made a move almost no one saw coming. They bought the game back. Quietly, without warnings, without hype, the entire structure was torn apart and rebuilt. The new multi-platform engine that had taken years, scrapped. The modern rebuild that was supposed to shape the future, abandoned. Instead, they did something even riskier. They rolled everything back to the original 2018 vision. On top of that, over 300 different development branches were fused into one single playable version. This wasn't a continuation, it was a recovery mission. And even more shockingly, the studio regained full independence, no longer tied to outside publishers or third-party controllers, including their separation from Hypixel Studios. But fixing the game was only half the battle. Then came the announcement that split the community instantly. Pre-orders would open on December 13th, 2025, and the game would officially launch into early access on January 13th, 2026. Finally, a real date, but it came with a brutal warning. This is not a finished game. It will have bugs, systems will be missing, content will be incomplete. The developers openly admitted that the first impression will be rough, but they believe the long road ahead is what truly matters. Some fans praised the honesty, others felt uneasy. A portion of the community began to whisper that releasing too early could risk everything, and that's where the real controversy begins. Because when players finally enter Hytale, what they experience will be very different from the dream that lived in their heads for years. The early access version will include exploration mode, survival-style gameplay that lets players roam the world and shape their own stories. Creative tools will be available from day one, allowing builders to design freely. Mod support will be active immediately, though still limited in power. Dedicated servers will be live. Players can host their own worlds. Friends can join together instantly. On paper, it sounds massive, but some of the most advanced modding systems won't be fully unlocked yet. The deepest tools creators dreamed about are still under construction. This isn't the completed Hytale people waited a decade for. It's the foundation, and that realization hits hard for many. Then came the pricing reveals, and that's when opinions truly exploded. The base edition will launch at $20 US, setting a surprisingly low entry point. A mid-tier edition will exist as well, though its extras haven't been fully revealed yet. And then there's the ultimate Cruise Breaker edition at $70 US. This version includes exclusive cosmetics and a special cape, and nothing that affects gameplay. No power boosts, no pay-to-win mechanics, just visuals. For some fans, this was a relief. For others, it felt risky to attach a premium price to an unfinished game. Some online discussions suggest this pricing model might be a way to measure true long-term demand without forcing advantage purchases. But that's only speculation, and the real impact will only be seen after launch. As tension climbed, the developers released a final message that completely shifted the mood. It wasn't corporate, it wasn't scripted, it felt personal. They admitted the road had been brutal, they admitted mistakes were made, but they promised that Hytale had traveled a long path and is finally coming back home. For many fans, that single message reignited hope instantly. For others, it felt like the last roll of the dice. Release date, official early access prices, and all new details. Today we finally have the full lineup of editions and the official pricing for Hytale's early access. And I can tell you right now, the prices are shockingly low. Plus, a partner company may have just leaked the approximate release date. Stay with me, there is a lot to cover. Official early access price for Hytale Hypixel Studios has finally revealed the price of the game, and the base edition will cost only $19.99. An absolute surprise for a project of this scale. Simon, the person leading the relaunch of Hytale, explained why the price is so low. He is offering Hytale at the lowest price possible, even taking on personal financial risk. He bought the project back, assembled a team of 50 developers, and is preparing a playable version based on an internal build that is over 4 years old. He said, "Charging more didn't feel right. The game isn't finished, and it's not as good as I want it to be yet. My team and I will work to take it from good to excellent." His goal is to allow as many players as possible to jump in, especially considering the current economic situation. The community loved this message. It confirms that Hytale is not a cash grab, but a personal project. Simon has said openly that he does not need the money. He wants to build this game with the players. Early Access Editions. Alongside the base edition, there will be 2 additional editions. Base Edition, priced at $19.99, includes access to the game, simple, accessible, and available for everyone. Supporter Edition, priced at $49.99, includes exclusive cosmetics such as capes, hats, and more, along with special perks for those who want to support development. Perfect if you want to contribute a bit more. Cursebreaker Edition, priced at $69.99. This is the most complete edition with an amazing name, Cursebreaker. Includes everything from the previous editions, a fully exclusive cape only for Cursebreaker buyers, and stunning official artwork featuring Gaia and other avatars. This edition is designed for those who want to support the project at the highest level. Personally, this is the edition I will be buying so I can showcase everything on the channel. Leaked release date now for the interesting part. Noesis GE, also known as Noise Technologies, the company working on Hytale's user interface, posted a tweet today saying, "We're excited for what's coming, and it's not months away, but weeks." That practically leaks that the early access release is much closer than expected. Everything points to a release in December, or at the latest early January. But considering they said weeks, not months, January seems even less likely. The community is shocked. We might actually have Hytale before the end of the year. Performance and minimum requirements. We also got important performance updates today. Developer Slickhacky confirmed they are doing multiple internal tests. Today they tested Hytale on a PC with an Intel i5 7500 from 2016, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and an integrated GPU. The result was over 50 frames per second with reduced render distance. Not bad at all for such old hardware. They also mentioned that the game may even run better on remote servers. The official minimum requirements will be announced in the coming days as they continue hardware testing. Will it release on Steam? Many of you have asked if Hytale will be on Steam at launch. The answer is no. Early Access will launch exclusively through its own launcher. They do plan to bring Hytale to Steam later on, but not at launch. Conclusion. Today was a historic day for the project. We now have official prices, additions, a leaked release window, and real performance test results. It truly feels like Hytale is finally weeks away, and early access is going to be absolutely wild. Let me know in the comments which edition you plan to buy, and whether you think it will really launch in December. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and take care.